Anybody there yet? Just waiting around for people to show up. 7 people. Cool. Who are they? Scott Druckman. Yes, I knew you wanted to be first, Scott. Hey, Megan and Armin and Joni, Mike. How you doing? Thanks for coming, everybody. Really appreciate it. Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Carter. How you doing? The whole Druckman gang. All right. It's about time the Druckman gang showed up again. Who else is here? Dylan and Will are here. And who else? Sam from Altamont, New York. There's an Altamont, New York. Emma and Maddie and Sean from New Jersey. Lucia, Andy, and Alex. Xander, Zoe. Hi, Maddox. Aaron and Eden. Oh boy, everybody's here. Aiden and Henry, thanks for coming. Sammy. See, I guess if you show up early, you get a little hello from me. Christopher and Brendan and Jenna and Jet. Hi. Evan, Marley. We'll start. Oh, should hold up mine. Okay, everybody. We'll get started in 4 minutes. Okay, but in the meantime, let's say hello to, who else is here? Jacob Sidney, Abby Alley, Kerrigan, and oh, that's Chester Springs. That's not Chester. Okay, Spencer from Wisconsin, 2nd graders, Ryan, Eric in Pennsylvania, Jude from Niagara Falls. Cool, okay. All right, Sean and Ava. Joy from Houston. Hi, Joy. Colette, Ryan, Henry. Oh boy, a lot of people are here. 705 people are here, and they're streaming in, and I'm streaming out. And it's Sophia, and we'll get started in a few minutes, you guys. Just say hello to a few more people. Ryan and Jake and Joey and Libby and Hudson Hanley. Happy birthday, Hudson. Carter and Landon from Pennsylvania. Ava, Jack, Olivia. Oh boy, Ryan, Brandon. 791 people have clicked in so far. Finley and Rylan from Kansas. Ridgefield, Connecticut. Colin, Eli, and Ben. We got 2 minutes to go, folks. Then we'll get started. 847. Everybody's coming in. That's great. Very excited. Okay, I'll take a little sip of water. I hope some of my friends are in here, but I wish I could read all your comments. After the thing is over, I sit down and look at it, and I look at the whole thing all over again. I try and read as many comments as I can, but there's thousands of them. So I thank you all, even if I don't get a chance to give a shout out to everybody who's there. We got still 2 minutes left to go. Okay. Okay. Excited? I hope so. I am. This is getting to be fun, huh? A regular thing every weekday at 2 p.m. East Coast time. Join me. We'll keep doing this until you kids go back to school. Will you ever go back to school? I hope so. Not that I don't like doing this. I really like doing this. Okay. Ooh, we got 1 minute. 1 minute before we start. Okay. Take another sip. 1:59. I'm waiting for the thing to click over to 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. East Coast time, when I will clap my hands and say, it's go time. Boy, minutes really take. 2 o'clock, you guys. It's go time. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. My name is Dan Gutman. I'm the author of the My Weird School series. Hey, I got this T-shirt. I was visiting this bookstore in Montrose, California. This was a few years ago. I don't know if it's still in business. I hope it is. If any of you are live near Montrose, let me know if the store still exists. And if you're at the store, thanks for the T-shirt. I've been wearing it for a long time. Uh, this week we've been reading Dr. Floss is the Boss. And we started yesterday with chapter 1 and 2. And in chapter 1, basically, the kids, Mr. Cooper's class, get called down to the nurse's office, which is unusual. They rarely go to the nurse's office. And they don't know why they're going to the nurse's office. And Andrea just assumes they're probably getting checked for head lice. And AJ, of course, thinks that she's saying headlights. And he doesn't understand why they would be bringing headlights to school. Anyway, that's chapter 1. And let's see, in chapter 2, they get to meet actually Dr. Floss, because the reason why they came to the nurse's office is because a dentist, Dr. Floss, is coming to the school to talk to them today. And Dr. Floss is a bit of an oddball, as all the grown-ups are in my weird school. And her real name, by the way, is Betsy Toothbrush, her maiden name. And she plays guitar, and she says she likes to do road work. And the main thing is that she teaches the kids about dental hygiene. And Dr. Floss's philosophy is that kids should not ever brush their teeth, and they should eat lots of junk food and candy and sugary sodas, because then they'll get cavities, and then they'll have to go to the dentist. And Dr. Floss will make more money that way, so she can buy a new car. Okay? So we ended chapter 2 yesterday, and today we're going to start with chapter 3, where just before chapter 3, Dr. Floss gives all the kids candy. Okay? And chapter 3 is titled Molar Monkey. All right, you guys ready? Gather around the computer, the tablet, the smartphone, the big screen TV, whatever you got, gather around, and we'll begin. And if you have the book, you can read it with me. There's a siren outside. All right, it's going away. We left the nurse's office and walked 1,100,000 miles back to our classroom. Okay, turn to page 23 in your math books, Mr. Cooper told us. Math was boring. Why do we need math when we have calculators? Luckily, we didn't have to finish the lesson, because you'll never believe who walked through the... Nobody. You can't walk through a door. Doors are made out of wood. But you'll never believe who walked through the doorway. It was Dr. Floss. This time, she was carrying a guitar. Yay! It's Dr. Floss! Everybody was shouting. More candy! Mr. Cooper closed his eyes and rubbed his forehead. I guess when you get older, your forehead gets itchy a lot. Would you kids like to hear a song? Asked Dr. Floss. Yes, shouted all the girls. No, shouted all the boys. Anytime anybody asks you if you want to hear a song, always say no. That's the first rule of being a boy. This is a song called My Favorite Things, said Dr. Floss. She strummed her guitar and started to sing. And here, I'll show you a picture, one of Jim's pictures. Okay. She started to sing. Wait a minute. Gotta take a drink. Okay. Snickers and Kit Kats and 10 almond joys, cookies and sodas for girls and for boys, milk duds and gumballs, a box of ring dings. These are a few of my favorite things. How am I doing so far? Ice cream and candy and cakes filled with sugar. It's fine with me if you eat your own boogers. Skittles and Hershey's and one Nestle Crunch. These are the things that I want you to munch. When you get sick, if you feel ick and think you're gonna die, just eat lots more junk food that rots lots more teeth, 'cause there's stuff I need. to buy. That song was weird. Mr. Cooper rubbed his forehead again. He really needs to use moisturizer. I think Dr. Floss was just joking, he told us. She doesn't really want kids to eat lots of junk food. Do you, Dr. Floss? But Dr. Floss wasn't paying attention. She put down her guitar and picked up a weird-looking puppet. It was a monkey puppet with a big mouthful of teeth. The monkey's hands were up in the air like somebody was robbing it. Dr. Floss's hand was inside the back of the puppet to make its mouth move. Here's a picture. Hi, boys and girls, the monkey puppet said in a squeaky voice. My name is Molar, Molar Monkey, and this is my friend, Dr. Floss. Dr. Floss was trying not to move her mouth when the monkey spoke, but it was obvious that she was doing the talking. Hi, Molar, said Dr. Floss in her regular voice. We're going to talk about teeth, said Molar Monkey, but first, a few jokes. I like jokes, said Dr. Floss. Did you hear about the cell phone that went to the dentist? Molar Monkey asked us. No, I didn't, said Dr. Floss. What about it? It had Bluetooth, said Molar Monkey. Get it? Bluetooth? Everybody laughed, even though the monkey puppet didn't say anything funny. Hey, do you know why kids don't like going to the dentist? Molar Monkey asked us. No, why? Asked Dr. Floss. Because dentists are boring, said Molar Monkey. Get it? Boring? I didn't get it, but I laughed anyway. You should always laugh after a monkey puppet tells a joke. That's the first rule of being a kid. Okay, enough with the jokes, said Molar Monkey. When you brush your teeth, blah, 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 blah. Back teeth, blah, 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 blah. Front teeth, blah, 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 blah. Tops and bottoms, blah, 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 blah. And don't forget to brush your tongue, blah, 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 blah. What a snooze fest. Molar Monkey was right. Dentists are boring. And so are their puppets. Do monkeys even brush their teeth? I whispered to Ryan. Not that I know of, Ryan whispered back. Then why is he telling us to brush ours? I whispered. Why is that monkey even speaking English? Whispered Ryan. Monkeys can't talk. Blah, 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 continued Molar Monkey. You don't have to brush all your teeth, only brush the ones you want to keep. Ha 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 ha, that's a little dental joke there. Molar Monkey took about 1,100,000 hours to explain how to brush our teeth. Like we didn't know that already. We should talk about flossing now, said Dr. Floss. Who knows how to use dental floss? I do, shouted Little Miss Perfect. I'm sorry, I do, shouted Little Miss Perfect. I know everything in the world. I've been flossing since I was 4 years old. Don't you get tired? I asked. Anytime somebody says they've been doing something for years, ask them if they don't get tired. That's the first rule of being a kid. Very funny, Arlo, Andrea said, rolling her eyes. Flossing cleans between your teeth where food can hide and your toothbrush can't reach, said Molar Monkey. So you kids should never use dental floss, said Dr. Floss, because if you don't, the food will stay in there and cause holes in your teeth called cavities. And when you have cavities, you'll have to come to the dentist. And your parents will have to pay me lots of money. And then I can buy my new car. That's a horrible attitude, Dr. Floss, said Molar Monkey. Hey, I'm just looking out for number 1, said Dr. Floss. Gross. I'm glad she's not looking out for number 2. Just ignore her, said Molar Monkey. Flossing your teeth is a really good thing. I'm going to give each of you some dental floss so you can use it at home. Molar Monkey showed us how to use dental floss and gave each of us a little container of it. Yay! I love getting free stuff. Dental floss comes in lots of flavors, said Molar Monkey. My favorite is mint. Remember, you kids should floss every day. They should not, said Dr. Floss. They should too, said Molar Monkey. Should not, said Dr. Floss. I need a new car. They went on like that for a while. Well, that's chapter 3. Are you guys ready for chapter 4? Say the magic word. Okay, all right. Chapter 4 is titled Our Genius Plan. Ooh. Okay. After lunch in the vomitorium, we went out for recess. Michael's birthday was last week, and we were all playing with the yo-yos we got in our goodie bags at the end of the party. Yo-yos are cool. Emily was looking worried, as usual. I think my tooth is going to fall out soon, she said. It's really loose. What's up with baby teeth? Why do we have baby teeth if they're just going to fall out and get replaced by adult teeth? We should just start with adult teeth and get it over with, if you ask me. Having 2 sets of teeth makes no sense at all. What a waste of teeth. Maybe we should tell Dr. Floss that your tooth is about to fall out, Andrea told Emily. I'm scared, said Emily, who's scared of everything. That's a terrible idea, I said. Dr. Floss is weird. I don't even think she's a real dentist. A real dentist would never tell kids to eat junk food. Maybe Dr. Floss got kidnapped. Maybe Dr. Floss kidnapped the real dentist who was supposed to visit our school, said Ryan. Yeah, I said. The real dentist is probably tied to some railroad tracks right now, and a train is coming. Stuff like that happens all the time, you know. Here's a picture. Stop trying to scare Emily, said Andrea. I'm scared, repeated Emily. I'm afraid my tooth is going to fall out any minute. I could feel it with my tongue. I'm going to get Dr. Floss, Andrea said, and then she went running into the school. Do you think Dr. Floss is going to pull out my loose tooth? Emily asked us. Sure, I told her. That's what dentists do. They love it when kids have loose teeth. Your parents are going to have to pay Dr. Floss a lot of money to pull out that tooth, Neil told Emily. How much do you think it will cost? Asked Emily. I don't know, said Ryan. How much does a car cost? About $1 million, I guessed. I have no idea how much a car costs, but I know they cost a lot of money. What a scam, said Alexia. If you don't do anything, your loose tooth will just fall out on its own at some point. That's when I got a great idea. You don't need Dr. Floss, you know, I told Emily. We can pull out that loose tooth for you. You can? Sure, I said, unrolling my yo-yo. Look, we can just put the loop at the end of this string around your loose tooth, give the yo-yo a good yank, and your tooth will pop right out. And here's a picture of the kids discussing this whole thing. That's Emily in the middle. Are you sure? Asked Emily. She looked nervous. Sure, I'm sure, I said. Easy peasy. And you won't have to pay Dr. Floss a dime. What a great idea, said Alexia. AJ, you should get the Nobel Prize. That's a prize they give out to people who don't have bells. Well, okay, I guess, said Emily. Alexia tried to put the loop of the yo-yo string around Emily's loose tooth. She was struggling with it. By the way, kids, don't try this at home, okay? The yo-yo string is too thick, Alexia said. The loop won't fit around the tooth. Every problem has a solution. That's what my parents always tell me. And that's when I got the greatest idea in the history of the world. Dental floss, I shouted. I took the dental floss that Molar Monkey gave me out of my pocket and unspooled it. It stretched all the way to the swing set. Alexia tied one end of the dental floss to Emily's loose tooth. Dental floss is much thinner than yo-yo string, so it slipped right on. "Hey, I have an idea," said Ryan. "Why don't we tie the other end of the dental floss to a swing and have somebody sit on the swing? When they swing forward, it'll pull out the tooth." "You're a genius," said Michael. Ryan should really be in the gifted and talented program. He tied the end of the dental floss to the swing. Alexia climbed onto the swing. We moved Emily behind the swing so there was just a little slack on the dental floss. "I'm scared," said Emily. "There's nothing to worry about," I assured her. "This is the same thing Dr. Floss would do, but we're doing it for free. Is everybody ready?" "Ready," everybody shouted. "Open your mouth, Emily," shouted Neil. Emily opened her mouth. "On your mark," I shouted. "Get set. Swing!" Alexia picked up her feet and swung forward. The line of dental floss got tight. Then something went flying out of Emily's mouth. "Ah!" Emily shouted. "My tooth fell out." Picture. "My tooth fell out." "Of course your tooth fell out," I told her. "That's what it was supposed to do." You should have been there. We all clapped because our genius plan had worked perfectly. But Emily was yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering and freaking out. "I've got to do something." No, "I've got to do something," she yelled. And then she went running into the school. Sheesh, get a grip. What a crybaby. Well, that's chapter 4. We're going to pick up on chapter 5 and 6 tomorrow. And the day after that, we'll do 7 and 8. And on Friday we're gonna finish the book. We're gonna finish the book entirely. And then next week we're gonna start on a new book, and it's gonna be called Miss Porter is Out of Order. So I hope you'll tune in to hear that too. So this has been fun, you guys. Everybody, read like crazy and wash your hands like crazy too. Okay. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye now.